Here is some more petrified wood. I mean, you can kind of see the agatized there. We find a few different colors also, and that's the cool thing about it is the different colors of the agatized wood. Kind of makes you wonder a lot more about what's going on. But whenever we say we're picking up agatized wood, it's stuff like this. So that's why we collect so much of it. There's some really nice stuff, and this stuff's really hard because it's agatized, but it does make very good cabs and stuff because it's, you know, petrified wood, and in my opinion of a good color and a good quality also. So here's some more. These are more agatized pieces. I pulled out these. We don't find, I wouldn't say we don't, but it's hard to tell on the thicker pieces whether or not they are translucent or transparent. So the smaller pieces like that are easier for me to show everyone on camera. There's a little bit of druzy quartz on that piece there. Here's another piece here that has a little bit of druzy quartz on it. These were all found in the San Jacinto River. And this one here actually has like little pockets or holes there. And you guys can see the little bit of crystallization there as well. Each one of those pockets is like that. Another piece from the San Jacinto River. This was a piece of agatized wood as well. You can kind of see the grain that was going up there, up and down. All the grains that were here at one point. And this is tumble polished. This is a piece that we've tumble polished to make for a nice palm stone. Something nice you can carry around with you. But it has a nice high polish. And the wood there from the San Jacinto River really tends to take a nice polish, like I was saying. That's why this stuff is good for cabbing and stuff like that. Here's another piece of palm wood. And I actually believe this piece to have the bark on it, just because the difference in layers, or this was the core. No, I'm sorry, palm wood don't have a core. So I believe this to be the bark. And this was cut in the garage and face polished. Most of the pieces I tend to take stuff like this out, but this piece here, I don't know, for some reason I just really liked it, so I left those on there. And this was polished here, right here by us. Oh. Sorry, but I'm trying to focus, but also keep my finger out of the camera. So you can see a little bit of the pores there from the wood to verify that it's palm wood. This is a nice piece of agatized wood also. This is completely agatized. Like I said, you can't really see the translucency through the whole thing, but you can see it through the edge there. This one had a tube agate. See, this is an outline there, but there was a whole entire piece of agate that went all the way through it. You can see the banding on the chalcedony there, and this pocket there, that hole went all the way through the end of the wood, and that's why this one was chosen to cut. But it also has some very nice agatization going on there. So this is another nice piece that was found on the San Jacinto River as well. This piece, I'm not sure what's going on here. I've had a couple people look at it and nobody can give me a definitive answer. I believe this is either the core or a second branch here that was agatized onto this piece. And the only reason I say it's a circle piece, because it looks to me like the rings are going in the opposite direction and like there would have been another core here. So I don't know if there was another core here and this was like a twin to the tree or a split to the tree that started growing, but it's still cool. If it was a split to the tree, then it's still a whole nother limb that formed onto this one. So this was a cool find for us. This one also was found at the San Jacinto River, and I haven't found anything else like this, especially not with a difference in colors in there. This is a bunch of druzy crystals inside of the pockets there, you can see. And all the white lines are banding on agatization, I believe. It looks like a bunch of banding on agate, so that's a bunch of agate. It looks like this was semi-replaced by agate, maybe possibly fully replaced by agate, and just formed bugs or pockets in there, but this is a cool piece. This is another piece that was found on Surfside Beach by the mouth of the Brazos River at the ocean. So where the Brazos River hits the Gulf of Mexico, this was found probably a quarter mile from that on the shoreline on the beach. So this is a really nice piece. This is One of my favorites in my collection as well because of the chalcedony growth and the way it almost looks like grape agate or something. These here are opalized wood from Central Texas and Stony Creek State Park. And these are very, very, very lightweight. And these have banding of black and white inside of them. And these also, they're very soft, so they polish rather easily, but they do polish very well. And also you can see a little bit of the black rings inside of this one. They're hard to see from the ends here because the ends are so mashed up. But this is another nice piece. We found, and again, this is opal wood. But if you're thinking I'm going crazy here, that's because this is not precious opal wood. These are common opal woods. There's no fire, any flash, any color. These are just opalization occurring here. So these are not precious opal. These are common opal. Here's a few other pieces of petrified wood. These are from Three Rivers area. Three Rivers, Texas. Live Oak County. These are all from Live Oak County, Texas. And you get a little bit better color out there. That's the difference in that location and the Jacinto River location. You can see the banding and the agatization there. These aren't very highly polished. These still have to be polished again, so these wouldn't be for sale right away. This is also a Live Oak County agate here. This is a large agate from the Three Rivers area as well. And this was what Rebecca found. She finds all the good stuff. So she found these agates. She found this really big one here. I don't have much of this up here, but here's a piece of the lanite from Lano. We did collect a lot of lanite, and the stuff polishes really well. The blue quartz in there just gives it a real nice color. It may look kind of ugly rough. See, like this right here, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, it's not a very appealing stone, but once the stuff is cut and polished and stuff, this stuff looks really cool. We don't have everything out here. We're just kind of showing you guys some of the nicer pieces as well as some of the more common pieces. So everything that I have out here, like I'm saying, is not like one of the world's best pieces. You know, this isn't just our best find. This is a few things that you'll find just out there, you know. And this one's kind of ugly too. This is a piece of petrified wood, but it has some old botryoidal and agate here, you can see as well. So I mean, whenever you look at stuff, you know, you really have to look for small stuff like this too, because whenever you find stuff like that, you never know what's going to be on the inside. Here is the large crystal that Rebecca found at the Ron Coleman quartz mine. And it's got a lot of breaking on it and stuff like that, but it's got some really nice facets, some really nice faces on this crystal. So this is the one we'll probably keep forever because of how large it was, and we found it. You know, we found this ourselves. There's a really nice face on that. And there's a record keeper here. You can see where there was another crystal there at one point. But really nice piece. Here's a large cluster. This also was found there. This one was dug in the Wagner mine. In the video where you see me digging in the pocket, I did damage this crystal right here. I was digging as what I thought was like prime time digging at the time, but I've learned to be a little bit safer since then, a little bit more careful with what I do. That's definitely for sure. There's a nice double terminated crystal there that was found at the Wagner mine. I don't believe that this one is a scepter. I believe this one, you know what, I'm looking at it now, and I do think this is a scepter. I thought this was just found, I thought this had just fallen off, and that is a little scepter. Wow. So this was found at the Wagner mine, because that bottom crystal there is terminated. So that is a scepter quartz. I'm just barely realizing this now. I thought that right there in the middle was a record keeper, and it had broken off the top of a crystal, and it actually hasn't. That's pretty interesting. That one's gonna go inside of my shelf. Here's some other cool pieces though. And again, we found so many quartz. There's so many quartz there. There was awesome quartz. I'd say if you want to like go and just feel like you did awesome, then Arkansas is the place for you, because no matter who you are, kid, child, mom, dad, grandpa, grandma, you're probably gonna find some quartz in Arkansas. Rebecca actually found a really nice fault line And on that fault line at the Wagner mine, it was full of self-healed quartz. So this right here was broken at one time. You can see it shattered. And everywhere on it now is just fully terminated though. If it's like small quartz crystals, everything now is just terminated. Like even the bottom of this whole entire piece now is just. So there was a full pocket of those. They were all self-healed. I guess I'll show you guys some of this stuff right now. That's the big one right there. And this again it's just terminated everywhere. That's again out of the pocket that Rebecca found at the Wagner mine. Wagner mine in Arkansas. Same pocket as this one. They're a self-healed pocket, big self-healed pocket on a fault line. There's the big crystal here. Here's some fluorite that we just dug, and pegmatite and lano. And this one has some really nice deep green color. And there's also some little small quartz crystals there along the edge. I'm not sure if you guys are catching any of those. There's a few hair-like crystals there. Really small baby quartz. See, there's a few more here. So nice small quartz on the pegmatite. And you can see this stuff is faceted, but it also has record keepers because the record keepers from all the crystals that were, you know, forged into it also on top throughout the pegmatite, throughout the vein. There was a few minerals that grew inside the vein. The pegmatite is actually like, you know, like other crystals like quartz, you know, and this probably wasn't growing that way necessarily, but you know, I mean, there could have been something on the side here, and that's what gives them both those shapes, you know. In some cases, not in all cases. In this case. So there's a lot of stuff that we collected there. That was we had a really nice time. There's some geometrical shapes. It was a really nice time with him as well. We have fun in almost everywhere we go though. That's of course, we enjoy doing this. Nice hematite coated quartz. And here's an octahedron with a little bit of color in there. It almost looks like this white, whatever this white was, started to almost grow inside of there also. So it almost looks like there's moss inside of some of these. So these are really nice also. We got some really nice fluorite out of the area. There was some really cool stuff there with him. And these again are for sale. Most of these I'm doing $3 a piece on most of these hematite coated quartz. So stuff like that is about $3. A lot of these are like $1 each. Bigger stuff like this is like, you know, 40-50 bucks. Bigger quartz clusters like this are normally around $30. A lot of the petrified wood is $1, $2, $3, depending on the size and the quality. The face polish pieces are like $12 each. The opal wood's like $12. That chalcedony piece is not for sale. That one there is not for sale unless somebody makes me an offer. These are stuff we found in Lano on our first trip. These are some blanks that were obviously banged out so that they would be easier to carry inside of a backpack or stuff. And then they would get to wherever they were going and finish napping these off. This was also found there with epidote inside of feldspar or granite. Really nice green there. That was also found in the river in Lano where we tell you on Ash Road. We were on Ash Road one time. This was found out there the first time. We didn't make a video of that trip. Here's some gypsum, and this is like stuff that I was talking about. Gypsum, I keep calling it gypsum. It's just because it doesn't look like selenite. But this is selenite that was found in Copper's Cove. Really nice stuff here. Let me see if I can get it inside of the video. I'm looking for a certain spot. I know it's one of these crystals. I don't know, I can't find it right now. But some of these are like completely, they have cleavage breaks and stuff like that, and the ones that do, you can see completely through those crystals. They're so transparent. These are really nice selenite though. We sell those. Also they're like $3 to $8. It just depends. Again, I don't try to charge a lot, and I try to make deals on everything that I find personally. Here's some turritella that we found in Killeen. And you can see the shell formations on there. And the reason why we kept this one though is because there is quartz replaced shells on a lot of these. So you can kind of see the sparkle there. And those are quartz or calcite. There's some type of crystallization that has replaced the shells in this one. So this is a really cool piece. I was really happy to find this one. I'm sure that this is actually rather hard to. You can even tell it looks different than the limestone stuff. This is more wider. So I think this would be really great for capping and lapidary work and stuff like that. Here's a few more shells that we found. Double-sided. A little sea urchin. I think I found this in one of my videos also. Again, watch my videos. I have lots of videos. Watch my videos. This is stuff that we found in Colorado. This was stuff that we did show a video of this, and there was a lot of blue and green and stuff on the ground, and that was all this fluorite here. And it didn't look very appealing in the video. It looked more like that right there, like blue and stuff. And then we got it home, and the stuff polishes very well, but there is some microline or feldspar crystals in this stuff as well. So this wasn't just like 100% rainbow fluorite, because of the fact that it had that other inclusion in there. And maybe somebody will give me like a mineral lesson or something like that and explain to me why that happened and tell me I'm wrong, and they just like a pseudomorph or some after another one. I don't know. I don't know why those two were together. It was pretty cool that we found it in that vein like that. So we collected some, and it polishes nice and pretty. Stuff like this, again, like something like this piece right here, already cut and polished, is like 15 bucks. Here's some smoky quartz also that we collected in Colorado, and we tumbled these as well. I do have some smoky quartz crystals and stuff like that on my group that were found in Colorado in the same areas we were at by people we were with, but not by us. Unfortunately, we did not find any. This is some cool stuff. I guess I'll show y'all the cool stuff before this video starts really taking a long time. This also was found in the San Jacinto River in Houston, Texas. This is terminated quartz. It was river tumbled at one time, and you can still tell there was a few terminations on here, but this is a quartz crystals that we found here in Texas, in Houston, Harris County, Texas. This is a specimen of quartz from Harris County, Texas. I'm sure it did not form here. Well, I'm not sure about that, but I'm pretty positive it did not form here. But we're still happy to have found something in this region. Here's another agate from the San Jacinto River. Pretty cool one there. That one's pretty odd. This one's nice. This one's one of my favorites for sure. I did a lot of work on this one with the lapidary machines before I even tumble polished this one, just to try to get it a little bit more round. I mean, you can still see there's a big break here, but this is a really nice piece that I'm proud of. An agate with water lines, banding on there. Some water lines and nice color and crazy stuff on the back here. So leaving a little druzy pocket there, you can see. But this is definitely one of my favorite agates. Found on the San Jacinto River. Another one from the San Jacinto River. This one almost looks mossy. You can see it looks like there's like 3 layers down in there. I believe this is probably red Jasper. Let me see. Yeah, this looks like a type of Jasper. So really nice Jasper there. Red Jasper with black Jasper, most likely. Another San Jacinto River agate. This one's kind of weird. It didn't have a good shape to polish to begin with, but we just love agates so much. This one also too. We probably should have took a little bit more of the white off of this one. But some of these, like, see, this one had been in there forever, and I mean, the white just wasn't coming off. So, not sure with some of these, but I'm still happy with them. You can see how much we took down because you can see the agate there, the crystallization form of the agate and the center there. So this was well ground. That white just stayed on there. Most of the stuff we tumble polish, like I said. I mean, I've got some rough ones here. Probably the more better ones are sold already. So I just kind of pulled some stuff here together to show you all the video. But we've got the tumblers running right now. Here's another moss agate as well. Here's probably like the last 3 things I'll show you. These are pretty cool. Like I said, we don't tumble everything. We do keep some stuff, and we put those away. Like I said, everything's not here right now. So you can kind of see what it's going to look like tumbled though if you just show it wet. So here's a red jasper with some really cool quartz in there. These are some more of my favorite finds. These are red jasper also from the San Jacinto River. But tell me if that don't look like ocean jasper or something to you. Very nice orbicular pattern. I'm guessing it's from the agatization, because it looks like there's agate in between that. But those dots just kill me. Those dots are beautiful. And like I said, I've only found 2 of these pieces so far. So these are both still in my personal collection, and both of these are still unpolished. I like them like this. They form naturally beautiful, so they can stay naturally beautiful. So we've got a lot of stuff. We've got a lot more material like this stuff. So if there's anything that you want to see, or if there was anything that you've seen on one of the videos in the past that you never seen again, try to mention it, please, and I'll be happy to show it to you how it finished it or how it sold. And here's a few of my personal collection as well. I'm not sure if I showed this. There's some face polished agates in the backpack there I did, and amethyst from Uruguay. I side polished all of that. The quartz from Arkansas, self-healed. This is calcite garnet on purple fluorite and galena. A nice large tourmaline. These are agatized, opalized agates. I mean, all 3 of these up top. Those are opalized agates from Nevada. Those are about $100 a pound for those 3. Per pound, not for those 3. Some nice fire agates there with some blues and purples. These were windowed pieces that I polished. This one here, this one next to it, this arrowhead here, this one here, and that drill right there all came from the San Jacinto River. There's also one other piece over here. It was just snapped on the edge like they were using it as a blade for something sharp or something. Those 3 orange agates, and even the one with the pink banding, all came from San Jacinto River. All 4 of those agates right there came from the San Jacinto River. We've got a little bit of aquamarine, a calcite shell right behind it, some sapphire and matrix, calcite on quartz, rutilated quartz, basalt from a friend. These are all Indian potteries. Another face polished agate. This large point back there, and this one here, and the green one were all made by a friend named Curtis Smith. He's in another one of my videos. He stopped by, and those were the 3 that I got from him. Another agate from Nevada. Michigan copper, aquamarine, rose quartz right there falling off of the stand. And a lot more assorted stuff. A lot of fossils in here. Some gem quality stuff over here. Larimar, boulder opal, turquoise. Some smaller mineral specimens back there as well. And here's the bottom here. These are some pretty cool stuff too. That's an ammonite we collected with nice suture lines. Large Herkimer diamond. A large Colorado smoky quartz. This is a stellar beam calcite crystal from Elmwood mine. Both of these, that one and this one. This is golden barite, gold wing barite. That's cave-in rock fluorite, purple and gold cave-in rock, Illinois. And that is Mount Antero, I believe, or Colorado area fluorite octahedron on matrix. There's some gemstones down there in the bag. My Ron Coleman mine bracelet. And the last thing I'm going to show you, last thing I promise, is this. This is 224 grams. This is 224 and a half actually. So half a pound. Half a pound of Austin, Nevada turquoise. 224 grams. So I'll let you do the math. This stuff usually sells by the gram. So this one was expensive. Anyways, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I know this video was way longer than it probably needed to be. Sorry that I don't show so much clean stuff more often. Maybe I'll try and postpone a few videos and not post them so fast. And then you guys will all get to see some of the finished products maybe sooner now. Sorry about that again. And remember to go back and watch some of my older videos. If you guys want to see where I dug all this stuff at, all these locations, watch the older videos, guys. Watch all the older videos. We do a lot more digs than just the stuff in Arkansas and stuff, or mines. We do a lot of digs that people can come access locally. My name on Facebook is the same as my YouTube account, Nathan Gandara. You can look up my YouTube name account and look me up on Facebook. Send me a message or come and dig with me anytime you guys want. See y'all later.